Okay guys, so welcome once again to weekly forex outlook. So today we'll be analyzing DXY. You get so the aim of us analyzing DXY is for us to get the direction of the market. You get, so remember what we trade, and what we trade only this pattern, which is called the QML pattern. You get, I'll continue buying. So this is what we trade, the QML pattern. You get, so at this point in time on DXY, we have something like that on the weekly time frame. So on DXY, what we have here is, I will start by plotting out my weekly SNR. So this is my weekly SNR here, my weekly SNR. Then we had this liquidity graph, this one. We also had break of structure to the upside. Then this is the only thing I can see on the weekly. If I switch over to my line charts, you can see these are my levels. So now currently on the weekly we have a liquidity that has not been taken out here, this liquidity. So we're expecting price to at least trade below, tap into this zone, and we will not target the next line, target the external range of this trade. So if I move over to my daily time frame, what can I say on my daily? So if I go back to the weekly, I discover I did not work this other zone. Sorry, my network. Okay, so sorry about that. So on the weekly here we had this zone here, this SNR. Oh, let me see. Okay, so you have this is called SNR2. You have this one in form of drop-based drop, demand and supply drop-based drop. So you have something like this, and that's where the market has reacted. So if we go down to the daily time frame, what is going on? So as you can see, this is what we have on the XY. Okay, so currently we have on the daily time frame, we have this we have a breakout structure here. So I believe maybe the market wants to come into this closing price of this weekly candle. Into this SNR here. Okay. So as the market taps into this zone, we are expecting further sales to the downside, something like this to the downside. Our aim is for the market to pick out this swing low here, and this is a miss, you get, so that it can tap into this zone, then buy back to this point. So these are our buyers on the XY. So since we have gotten our buyers on the XY, let's go to the pairs we trade and form our direction. Now, since for the XY we are looking at sales, so that means GBPUSD, EURUSD, we're looking at buys. So this is GBPUSD. Let me go to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, essentially we have a break of structure to the downside. We had this liquidity graph, and we also have our SNR. So this is where we want this market to come to, so that we can sell below. We want the market to come tap into this zone so that we can sell. This is the only thing I can see on the weekly time frame on GBPUSD. So on the daily time frame, sorry, let's stop. So on the daily time frame, this is what we have. So we have this SNR has been taken out. we also have this drop demand zone, this drop pattern here. So let's have this box. So we are looking at buys inside of this zone. Yes. So we have this SNR here, then on the forward time frame. So this is what we are expecting. So even if I put a trend line here, a weeks. Okay, so GBPUSD, we can see a reaction. Is either we get a reaction, we buy from this zone to the upside, or we have to buy here, so that we continue these buys here and continue going up because there's an SNR here to get, or we have second one which is tapping into this zone and continue going on. So I'll just be watching closely at this zone to see how price will react based on this zone. Okay, so these are my buyers on GBPUSD. Yes, these are my buyers on GBPUSD. So for here on the forward time frame, I also have this zone which price is reacting based on. So I'll just wait and see how price reacts inside of this one. My next pair I'm looking at is EURUSD. So on EURUSD, let me go to the weekly time frame too. So EURUSD on the weekly time frame, let's start by drawing our SNR. So this is my SNR, weekly SNR. We have a break of structure to the downside. We have liquidity graph here. And we have liquidity resting above this point, which needs to be taken out. This liquidity needs to be taken out on the weekly. Right. So what can I see on EURUSD? We already tapped into a demand zone, drop based drop. This is on the what time frame is this? Still on the weekly time frame. So we tap into a demand zone on the weekly. So if I move down to my daily time frame, so my daily time frame, what can I see? Okay, so I have this break of structure to the upside. So the market is coming down to retest, and remember I also have this demand zone, drop here, daily time frame. This is a daily zone. So let me so on the 4-hour time frame, we have another demand zone in form of an SNR. So we have this SNR here, 4-hour SNR. So we have to refine it. So we have this 4-hour SNR. So we move down to the 1-hour time frame, I think the last time frame. So we can refine this. So what I'm looking at, okay, so now I have two zones I'm looking at. So if price fails to go from this zone, then I will be buying aggressively from this zone here, this other one. So, but I believe because I have a break of structure here. I think lower time frame break of structure. Let me check the 15 minutes. Okay, so I have this break of structure inside of that zone here. So this looks like a QM. Let me check my line charts. Okay, this looks like a QM. Okay, this looks like a QM. So I'll be anticipating, at least for the meantime, anticipating price to move from this zone to at least this zone here first. So I'm anticipating something like this. But if price fails to hold from this zone, like I said earlier on, then I will be buying aggressively inside of this zone once I see a confirmation to continue buying upward. So these are my buyers for EURUSD. And my last pair I'm looking at for the USD card. So on USD card, so since we're anticipating GXY to sell, that means we'll be anticipating USD card to also sell. Okay, so USD card on the weekly time frame, what can I see? Also, okay, so price came into this SNR, and this is a demand zone to drop base drop, weekly drop base drop. If I move to the daily, so this is what it looks like on the daily. Or if I look inside of this zone, I can still refine this. My box is I can still refine it to this SNR here. So that becomes my zone inside of the SNR. You get, this is not my zone. So currently, what can I see? So I can see a zone here. Price of failed to target. Okay, so as you can see here, we have this zone we normally talk of this QM model. So this was a breakout structure, and the market is coming to retest. So what can we see here? If we go down to the lower time frame, on the lower time frame, so I want to see let's say price move into this zone. So this is my entry zone here, the forward time frame, and price has already tapped into that zone. So I want to see a sell from this point. Then I'll target external range liquidity. So I'll be targeting the external range, which is this point. That's about 100 pips. Then we go into the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so this is how my trade looks like on what's it called, USD card. So once the market opens tomorrow, I'll be looking at taking this trade. Then my target is all the way down here.